Have you ever wished upon a shooting star? Tonight, I'm going to tell you a story about why those wishes, especially wishes about love, just might come true once upon a time. In a land bathed in sunlight, there lived a young couple deeply in love. The girl, named Hearth, was beautiful, intelligent, and came from a wealthy family. The boy, Gimi, was poor, with nothing to his name but a loyal and loving heart. Hearth's beauty was legendary. Wherever she went, people would whisper in admiration. But these whispers travelled far, eventually reaching the ears of Venus, the goddess of beauty. Consumed by jealousy, Venus couldn't bear the thought of a mortal more beautiful than herself. In a fit of rage, she sent death upon Hearth. Gimi was heartbroken. He placed his beloved into a crystal coffin, her beauty untouched even in her final sleep. But he refused to give up. He knew somewhere in this vast world there had to be a way to bring her back. So he set off on a journey, determined to find it. Days turned into months. Gimi travelled through dense forests and over towering mountains, facing every hardship you can imagine. He was alone, but never lonely in his purpose. Along the way, he helped strangers in need, shared the little food he had, and showed kindness to every soul he met, human or animal. His grief didn't harden his heart, it softened it, finally, after what felt like a lifetime. Gimi reached the very edge of the world. There he encountered Eros, the god of love. Eros had watched Gimi's journey, his unwavering devotion, and his kindness to others. Moved by such pure love, Eros spoke. Far away, he said, his voice echoing like a soft melody in the distant galaxy, lies a cluster of 7 shooting stars. You must pick the brightest one. Then, on the last day of July, you must throw it down to earth. If you do this, Hearth will awaken. Gimi's heart leaped with hope. But Eros wasn't finished. There is a price, the god continued. In return for her life, you must take the star's place. You will become a lonely star in the sky, destined to watch over her from afar, forever. Do you accept this? Gimi looked up at the endless cosmos, then thought of Hearth's smile. He smiled softly himself. As long as she can live again, I accept anything. Without hesitation, he continued his journey, pushing beyond the world he knew into the sea of stars. He reached the far galaxy and found the cluster of 7. Just as Eros had said, one star burned brighter than all the rest. He took it in his hands. Now, all he had to do was wait for the last day of July. But the waiting was torture. Every second he spent without Hearth felt like a year. The ache in his heart was unbearable. He missed her so much, he couldn't endure it a moment longer. So, on the night of July 30th, one day early, Gimi couldn't wait anymore. He hurled the star with all his might toward Earth. As the star blazed through the atmosphere, the intense heat shattered it into hundreds, then thousands of glowing fragments. They rained down across the night sky in a breathtaking cascade of light. It was the very first meteor shower the world had ever seen, down on Earth in her crystal coffin. Hearth lay perfectly still, as beautiful as the day she was placed there. Her body remained cold, her sleep unbroken. But on her pale cheeks, 2 warm tears slowly formed and slipped down, tracing a path of sorrow. She was dreaming. She was dreaming of Gimi, and she missed him, and Gimi. He had fulfilled his promise. He became a star in the sky, taking his place among the 7. But because he had acted a day too soon, his light was the faintest of them all. People would later call this cluster the Constellation of Love, and so, from that day forward, whenever a meteor shower lights up the night, especially around the 30th of July, people believe that wishes made about love have a special power. It's a reminder of Gimi's sacrifice and Hearth's tears. You'll even see lovers exchange rings engraved with a special design, 6 bright shooting stars, and 1 lonely, dim star set apart from the rest. It's a symbol that true love never fades, and that even when separated by worlds, or by life and death, it continues to shine. Not in the heavens, not on earth, true love is eternal. So next time you see a shooting star, make a wish. And maybe think of Gimi and Hearth and the love that lights up our sky. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.